The Apollo 11 mission is hailed as one of the most triumphant events in human history, with images of astronauts on the moon's surface etched in our collective memory. Most recall with clarity the names of Neil Armstrong and Buzz Aldrin, the trailblazers who first danced with lunar dust. But there was a third crucial figure, one who never enjoyed the same limelight, yet whose role was equally, if not more, pivotal to the mission's success. Who was this elusive player? Why was his contribution cloaked in relative obscurity? And how did his experience differ so dramatically from his fellow astronauts? Join us as we delve into the intriguing tale of Apollo 11's overlooked hero, whose story might just surprise you. When Apollo 11 is mentioned, minds often conjure images of the iconic lunar steps and the famous declarations they inspired. Yet behind the scenes, while two astronauts were bathed in the limelight, another played a crucial, if less celebrated, role. Michael Collins, often the unspoken name in the trio, was instrumental to the mission's success, even though his boots never imprinted the lunar dust. Collins, chosen by NASA for his impeccable skills and unyielding demeanor, held the unique position of orbiting the moon alone while his counterparts descended to its surface. This duty was not for the faint of heart. Far from being a mere observer, he was entrusted with vital responsibilities that demanded precision, skill, and an iron nerve. Orbiting a celestial body, he became humanity's loneliest envoy, separated not just from Earth, but also from his fellow astronauts embarking on their historic journey below. His role may not have been as glamorous or immediately visible as taking those historic lunar steps, but within the corridors of NASA, there was no underestimating its significance. For every giant leap, there are countless steps that make it possible. Michael Collins represented those essential unseen steps. Often, the narrative of history champions the obvious heroes, sidelining those who operate in the backdrop. In the story of Apollo 11, while Armstrong and Aldrin became household names, Collins was the silent hero, watching over the mission from above. As we celebrate Apollo 11's grand achievements, it's vital to remember that every moonlit dance requires a vigilant director. In this celestial performance, Michael Collins was that indispensable director, guiding the show from the wings. The critical role of the command module pilot. The Apollo 11 mission's success hinged not only on the astronauts who set foot on the moon, but also on the intricate ballet of spacecraft maneuvers that took place miles above the lunar surface. The unsung hero behind these operations was the command module pilot, a role entrusted to Michael Collins. Within the intricate design of the Apollo 11 mission, the command module, CM, was the mothership. It was the vehicle that traveled from Earth to the moon and back. While the lunar module descended to the moon's surface, the CM, named Columbia, stayed in orbit, waiting for the lunar module's ascent and the subsequent rendezvous. This task was not simply a matter of circling and waiting. The CM pilot had the responsibility to ensure that all systems operated flawlessly, ready for the critical moment of docking after the lunar visit. Collins' role required a deep understanding of spacecraft systems, astrodynamics, and precise timing. He had to regularly adjust the orbit of the CM, maintain constant communication with mission control, and ensure that the CM was in the correct position for the rendezvous. One minor miscalculation or lapse in judgment could lead to catastrophic consequences, potentially stranding Armstrong and Aldrin on the moon. Moreover, while the world's attention was focused on the moon's surface, Collins was tasked with numerous solo operations. These included CM system checks, navigation star sightings, and preparing for the complex docking procedure. His role was a testament to the trust NASA placed in his skills, understanding the weight of responsibility carried by the lone astronaut orbiting an alien world. In essence, the command module pilot's role was a blend of technical mastery, steely nerves, and unwavering dedication. While the world celebrated the lunar landing, it was this crucial position, executed flawlessly by Collins, that ensured the astronauts' safe journey home. A lone orbit around the moon. While the intricate procedures and mechanics of the command module occupied much of Collins' attention, there were moments of profound reflection unique to his position in the Apollo 11 mission. As Armstrong and Aldrin descended to forge human history on the lunar surface, Collins embarked on an unparalleled journey of solitude, piloting Columbia in its lonely trajectory around the moon. This wasn't just an orbit in a spatial sense, it was a deep dive into the realm of human introspection. For nearly an hour during each revolution, as the command module sailed behind the moon's dark side, all communications with Earth ceased. In that profound silence, Collins found himself more isolated than any human had ever been. Distanced from the familiar blue sphere of home and his fellow astronauts, he reflected, "I am alone now, truly alone, and absolutely isolated from any known life." Such solitude can be daunting, but it also offered moments of unparalleled beauty and reflection. From his vantage point, Collins witnessed the Earth rise over the lunar horizon, a sight that few have had the privilege to see. This mesmerizing view, juxtaposed with the barren lunar scape and the vastness of space beyond, presented a mosaic of emotions: awe, vulnerability, reverence, and responsibility. Navigating both the technical demands of his role and the profound solitude of his journey, Collins's experience was distinct from that of his counterparts on the lunar surface. His solitary orbit remains a symbol of the quieter, introspective moments of space exploration, emphasizing that, even amid great feats and bustling activity, there exist moments of reflection that can connect humanity to the vastness of our universe. Legacy and contributions post-Apollo 11. Following the euphoria and acclaim of Apollo 11's successful return to Earth, the world lauded the courage and ingenuity of Armstrong and Aldrin. Yet as the dust of lunar celebrations settled, Michael Collins, having emerged from his solitary orbit, embarked on a journey that would further solidify his place in the annals of space history. Collins's experience in space had not only equipped him with technical proficiency, but also instilled a deep reverence for exploration and its broader implications. Recognizing his potential to contribute beyond the astronaut suit, he delved into roles that would shape the future of space and aviation. Serving as the Assistant Secretary of State for Public Affairs, Collins melded his astronaut experience with matters of public policy, ensuring that space exploration remained at the forefront of national discourse. Beyond the realms of policy, Collins took the helm of the National Air and Space Museum. Under his directorship, the museum transformed into a beacon of education and inspiration. Here, Collins worked tirelessly to ensure that the awe-inspiring tales of space conquests were accessible to everyone, cultivating a new generation of space enthusiasts and potential astronauts. In addition to his institutional roles, Collins emerged as a prominent author, chronicling his experiences and insights in books like Carrying the Fire. These literary contributions provided an intimate look into the world of space exploration, detailing not just the technicalities, but the very human emotions that accompany such daunting missions. Throughout his post-Apollo endeavors, Collins became a vocal advocate for space exploration's potential benefits, emphasizing its significance not just as a testament to human achievement, but as a means to ensure a brighter future for subsequent generations. In sum, while his lunar orbit had been a defining chapter, Michael Collins's legacy extended far beyond. Through his post-Apollo contributions, he ensured that the spirit of exploration, discovery, and mutual understanding continued to shine brightly, inspiring many to look up and dream. The tale of Apollo 11 is not just about those who walked on the moon, but also about the unsung hero who kept watch from the skies. Michael Collins, with his solitary orbit and enduring legacy, represents the countless hidden figures who drive humanity forward. His story prompts us to ponder: who are the guardians in our own stories, the ones ensuring success from the shadows? In the vast tapestry of human endeavors, how many such heroes remain, awaiting their moment in the sun? If you enjoyed diving into the untold story of Michael Collins and the incredible behind-the-scenes roles that shaped our history, make sure to hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe for more deep dives into space exploration. And as always, keep questioning, keep exploring, and remember that every story has its silent guardians. Who will you discover next? Until our next journey together, this is Space Infinity, signing off.